Hi East Bears. This video introduces our next assignment that is very important. It's called the 2020 U.S. Census. The deadline of this assignment is also very important, not just for your grade, but for the whole of the United States. The last day census numbers will be recorded is next Wednesday, September 30th. So that's also the day your final product is due, and I'm really excited to see what you come up with. Now, why is the census important? I think it's important because we want to know how many people live in an area, so we people can make sure our government provides us with enough resources for everyone living in the area. So when it comes to schools, roads, hospitals, emergency services, we all need those services, right? So the government will only provide us funding for that if they know the accurate number of people living in a city. So today's assignment is your first step in your educating yourself about the 2020 U.S. Census. You'll have 3 parts to this assignment. The first part is to educate yourself. The second part is to educate others. And the last part is to look at, be educated by your peers. So we'll do a gallery walk of everyone's projects. So I want to show you where to find information about this project. Let's go to Google Classroom. So this is my sample class, so it doesn't matter if you're in my world history or AP class. The assignment is under classwork, the 2020 U.S. Census. Here's what the assignment looks like at the top. My big questions are, what is the 2020 U.S. Census and why should I care? Why does it matter? Last day to submit, again, September 30th. Our objective, we will be able to explain the significance of the 2020 U.S. Census and analyze the importance of responding to the U.S. Census. And I've included our Missouri Learning Standard to guide our learning. There are 3 major parts of our project. Each part is worth 100 points. First, you will educate yourself, then you will educate others, and then you will learn from your peers. With the Educate Others section, that's your product. That's your final product that you're making. And your rough draft of this final product is due Friday at 5 o'clock. So this Friday at 5 o'clock. I will provide you with feedback, and you can adjust before the final draft is due on Wednesday, September 30th. There is also a bonus point opportunity for you to earn 50 bonus points. So you want to make sure you see those details below. So let's really talk about the part 1, educate yourself. So you are doing part A, watching my introduction video, air high five. Now you will move on to complete your KWL chart. KWL, Know, Wonder, and Learn. I've heard it a lot of different ways. I like Know, Wonder, Learn. So to get started, you'll complete your Know section. What do you already know about the U.S. Census? And what do you wonder about the U.S. Census? I want you to include at least 3 answers for each section. If you want to add more, wonderful. You won't fill in the Learn section until you've learned something, right? And you'll learn something by watching this video. You'll click for the video, and it will take you to an Edpuzzle video about the census. And when you click play, the video will start, and as you go along, I have created multiple choice and open-ended questions for you to answer. So this is part of your grade as well. After you've watched the video, add to your What Did I Learn About the U.S. Census column on your KWL chart. So after the video, you can fill in some things that you learned. Part D, for this Educate Yourself section is called the U.S. Census Questions. So read the questions included on the U.S. Census and the rationale, the reasons for the questions on the link here. So when you go to this website, you can see what the questions are, and I can attest to this. I can validate it because I completed the survey for our household, and I did it online, and it really only took about 10 minutes, like they say. So you can do a slideshow view or just a list of the questions. I kind of like the slideshow because it helps you focus. So question number 1, this is the question: how many people, and why we ask this question. I love that they include the why. I'm just like you guys. I want to know why. Okay, so you'll go through, and there are 12 questions, and then you will complete these sentences. Which question do you think would be easiest for your family to answer, and why? So you might have to click back and think, oh, was it this one? Was it this one? That would be easiest to answer. So I gave you a sentence starter. I think question number blank would be the easiest for my family to answer because, and you give your reason. All right, number 3, which question do you think would be most difficult for your family to answer, and why? And again, I provided you the same sentence starter. I think question number blank would be the hardest for my family to answer because. And then, after you complete the sentences, add to your what did I learn about the U.S. Census column on your KWL chart. So you'll go back up here and you'll write in what you learned. And then you can give yourself a big pat on the back because you've just completed part 1, educating yourself. I'll briefly go over educate part 2, educate yourself, or educate others. So you are making a final product, and it is due next Wednesday, September 30th. Your final product is a public service announcement, a PSA, and can be one of the following: a slide in Google Slides, an original video made by you, a drawing or poster you take a pic of and upload to your assignment, or something else we agree upon. So if you have an idea for something that I haven't listed, please talk to me about it, and I'll probably approve it as long as it's school appropriate and doable. Your product must include accurate information, encouraging people to complete the 2020 U.S. Census. So whatever it is that you think is most important to encourage people to complete the census, you should include that in your PSA. I also need you to include a citation of your sources where you found the information. You don't have to go beyond the video and the questions. You don't have to, but if you do go beyond and look up other resources, you need to cite your sources. And you can cite your sources on the back of your poster, on another slide, or in the comments of your video, or in the description of your video. All right, your product must include accurate information and citation of your sources. Now, I want to give you some feedback about your assignment before you turn in the final product on September 30th, next Wednesday. So a rough draft of your final product is due this Friday at 5 o'clock on Google Classroom with your work on this Google Doc. So by Friday at 5 o'clock, you'll click Turn In on this assignment because it has your KWL chart, it has your sentences in your KWL chart. You'll turn that in along with your a rough draft of your final product. I will provide you with feedback, and you will have time to edit your product before the final due date of Wednesday, September 30th at 11:50 p.m. So you'll turn the rough draft in on Friday, and by Monday, you will have feedback on your on your product, and I'm so excited to see. Now, this checkpoint is worth half of your Educate Others grade, so you have to turn in a rough draft, or else it will be really sad if you don't. Sad for your grade. Here's where we have the bonus point opportunity. This is the last thing I'm going to go over. You can earn 50 bonus points for recording you informing someone about the 2020 U.S. Census and their understanding of why completing the census is important. You must be in the video, but the other person is not required to show their face. But I need to know that someone is there and you're talking to someone and someone is reacting to your video. Your video must be uploaded to the assignment by 11:50 p.m. on Wednesday, September 30th. So this is a really cool opportunity. And for my AP class, this is not a bonus point opportunity. For my AP class, this is a requirement of your assignment. So AP students, I know you are working at a higher level and you demand the challenge. So here is the challenge. The final part of our 2020 census assignment is to learn from your peers. We will do this with a gallery walk on Thursday. So next Thursday, October 1st, and Friday, October 2nd. I will give you more details on that on Monday. And here's a really important thing. Your work can remain anonymous. I can take your name off of it before it goes to the gallery walk if you request it to me. All right, so at this time, I'm going to close my video. I'm really excited for this assignment. I've been thinking about this assignment all summer, and I am so excited that we are going to work on this assignment together. So right now, your first step is to get into the part 1 to educate yourself. You just finished my video. Now go to your KWL chart. Have a good day.